It's Barb here. You may have read all of the things that are on my website here, but you might still be wondering what actually happens in a soul psychotherapy session. Well, it's a little bit different to a normal counselling session in that it does go a little bit deeper. Usually there's a time where you simply outline the issue or the thing that you're wanting help with, and there's a deep listening that goes on to see if we can together isolate the main feeling behind it. Then there's a period where you will be invited to close your eyes if that feels comfortable for you. And what happens in that moment is that all the thinking, talking, busy, analysing, explaining kind of situation has happened, and we've gone through that. And now it's time to settle into the feeling state. And the eyes closed helps us with that because 80% of our input comes through our visual sense. And there can be a lot more thinking that goes on when you've got your eyes open. But once you close them, it's like there's an invitation to go into your inner world. The world of sensations, of feelings. It could be images, and there'll definitely be a deeper ability to focus in on your body sensations. So this is where the beauty of this type of therapy is, in that it's really nothing to do with analysing the problem or coming up with some solutions or quick fixes or steps A, B and C of what to do, how to handle it. This is a very loving and gentle therapy which allows you to get to the bottom of the issue and see where it's originated perhaps, or see exactly what is the feeling behind how it's playing it out in your life at the moment. While you can talk in this state with your eyes closed, myself as the therapist will be able to guide you and ask you questions which will allow your higher self to start speaking. So it's like I end up having a conversation with your soul. There can be certain discoveries along the way. There might be some discoveries that back a long time ago you may have felt puzzled by the world that you found yourself in, or puzzled by a certain situation and unable to make sense of it. As a little child, you may have simply filled in the blanks with your own version of a story. And there may be some beliefs there. So you may have formed a belief that is maybe not wholly and perfectly true, but it was what served you at the time. And in your adult life, there might be the beautiful opportunity where this incident that you're going through at the moment is the exact thing you need in order to examine that old belief. And once that's out in the open, and once it's talked about and stated, then it can be looked at from a wiser, higher point of view. And people often find that they are quite astounded that they've been carrying that all this time, and that they can actually then incrementally, bit by bit, replace that faulty belief that's no longer serving them with a new view of the world. The other thing that might happen in a soul psychotherapy session is that there may be a kind of releasing of old stuck energy. And I often find that when I need to go to my soul psychotherapist, it's because I feel stuck in some way. I can't actually journal it out. I can't talk it out with somebody. I can't draw it out. I can't think it out. And so I need a little bit of help just to have somebody else guiding me in what's actually going on in here. So that stuckness can indeed be stuck energy inside of you. It can be stored, repressed emotions that have been had to be shut down at some stage, and that have been continually shut down through one after another of a similar pattern happening in your life. And the beautiful thing is that there can be gentle releasing of that emotion. It might happen through tears, there might be changes in breathing, there might be some words said, there might be some release of whatever the emotion is in all sorts of different ways. And again, your higher wisdom will guide this. The ego can get a hold of this kind of idea of, oh, I'm going to have to release emotions or stuck energies as if it has to be some great tsunami that's going to overwhelm you yet again. And the ego will have been very good at shutting that down for its own protection. That was its job back whenever it was formed, that repression. But now you'll be ready for an opportunity for that to be released to whatever extent. And it might end up feeling like for that session you just dip your toe in the water, and it might be enough that some words get to be articulated around that. There might be a change in breathing and just a feeling like there's something has let go. I might be able to guide you into a visualization of how exactly you feel that needs to be let go of. As I said, it really does feel like it's sort of a co-creation, like my soul gets to talk to your soul and listen to what needs to be done to clear this issue. So when people have a session, it can often be just a once in a blue moon thing. It could be something that there's very often a deep change, a deep and lasting change that happens on a fundamental level, not just a surface level where you get to paste something over and start saying this to that person or whatever. It's like something gets healed deep inside, and then a higher space is available for you to speak from. And I won't be able to tell you what you're going to say to this person, that person in the future. It will become available to you, and you'll do it in your own way. And that might take a month or 2 months of integrating that and getting to practice that in the world, or it might just settle down and you'll go along for quite a while. Sometimes the sessions might need to be held weekly for a short while, just while you incrementally move into a space where you're investigating this issue that you're stuck on. But I wouldn't expect it to be the kind of therapy where you would come every week for 2 years, or what I hear some people doing. It's a very holistic, gentle, loving, and lasting kind of therapy.